Why I said let the poor breathe in the Senate, says Godswill Akpabio. Hello everyone, welcome to Newsport TV. The Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, addressed criticisms received in response to his sarcastic comments during a recent plenary session. The comments "let the poor breathe" was made in reference to stopping tariff hikes by the Nigerian Electric Regulatory Commission (NERC) and distribution companies (DISCOs). During a motion presented by Senator Akintade Abiodun of Oyo State, Akpabio employed the phrase leading to public scrutiny and criticism. In a statement released on July 27th, Akpabio clarifies that his comment was not intended as an insult to citizens. He acknowledged the current hardship experienced due to the high cost of living in the country. His statement explained the intention behind the joke. In quote, it was to firmly reject any plan of increasing electricity tariffs for Nigerians, considering the ongoing economic challenges that Nigerians are faced with. The Senate President emphasized his commitment to combating rising electricity costs for the benefit of Nigerian citizens. He further stated, "We are deeply concerned about the negative tilting of a very harmless statement by President of the Senate Godswill Akpabio on the plight of the ordinary Nigerians as a result of the prevailing economic situation in the country. Let the People Breathe," made during the plenary on 26 July 2023, was made by Senator Akintade Abiodun while speaking on the motion to halt the planned electricity tariff hike. "We want to assure the general public that all matters discussed during Senate sessions are of utmost importance and are treated with great seriousness by the President of the Senate and his distinguished colleagues. It is crucial to clarify that the intentions of the mover of the motion and the comments of the President of the Senate were never to make light of the hardship, suffering, and economic challenges faced by Nigerians at this critical juncture. The purpose of the proposal was to firmly reject any plan of increasing electricity tariffs for Nigerians, considering the ongoing economic challenges that Nigerians are faced with. The primary focus of the current National Assembly, under the chairmanship of Senator Akpabio, is on the implementation of effective and well-structured policies that truly benefit the people. He has repeatedly assured Nigerians that the current Senate will work for all Nigerians. The President of the Senate deeply empathizes with Nigerians and has never considered the current economic crisis in the country as a matter of jest. His unwavering commitment lies in serving the best interest of the Nigerian people. With the release of the ministerial list and the subsequent screening and swearing in of the ministers, we have high hopes that the newly appointed officials will promptly address the challenges and bring the much needed relief and succor to all citizens, thereby easing the current hardship and pains experienced by Nigerians." Okay, so this is the response that was given from the office of the Senate President himself. Let's just take some of the comments. Um, Somebody said, "These people know the real plight of the masses and they'll still joke about it. So sad." Another said, "I love Akpabio." Another said, "Una go explain tire. Una never see anything." Another said, "The poor deserve what they are getting." Another said, "You go explain tire, no evidence." Another said, "Parrot Akpabio." Another commenter said, "It should be removed immediately for that kind of costly jest." Another said, "They are playing mind games, explaining themselves because they see what is happening in Niger Republic. They know Nigerians are in severe pains despite how much they have tamed and curtailed us. They all just fear the tipping point because it can start from anything, even a mere insensitive joke like is." Another said, "This man is a F sitting on people's money and insulting them. I don't know what on earth you want to explain. One day you politicians will look for a place to hide, but you will not find any. This is utter rubbish." Okay, so those are the few comments right now. As the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, tried to explain himself to say he was misquoted in the contextuality of what is said about let the poor breathe. The discussion, like it was said earlier, was about the high rates of the tariff on electricity, and it was addressing the regulators, the discos, about the fact that there should not be an increment in the cost. You remember that an increment was looming when announcement was made that from July 1st that the tariff on electricity would increase. After so much public outcry, I think the government now decided to step in to talk about it. And it was postponed. So it didn't actually start on the 1st of July. If I'm correct, the information I have is correct. But, they had to step in to say what exactly is going on. In the last few days or weeks, the APC or the presidency have not been having it easy because of the fuel subsidy removal that has changed the whole trajectory of everything that has to do with Nigeria. We know how core it is to, use fuel in Nigeria because literally everything about us is centered on fuel. We don't have electricity cars just yet. We don't have solar powered cars just yet. We don't have gas operated cars just yet. There's been talks about it, and it's been said the federal government wants to start plants where people can do that and everything. So everything just has to do with fuel. Considering the fact that we are buying it less than 200 naira, around 187 naira during the President Muhammadu Buhari's administration, and immediately on May 29, when President Tinubu announced that subsidy is gone, things have not been normal again. And it was moved from that less than 200 naira to 500 naira barely 2 weeks after, when we were just trying to understand what's going on, how to regulate it in terms of cost of goods and services. Boom, once again, it was increased to 617 naira in the southwestern state and higher than that in the northern state and all of that, which has further made Nigerian to question to say, what kind of administration is this? How are we going to survive this? How do we live through this? How are we going to succeed with this? Because with all this increment going on and still being assumed or projected that it's still going to get to 1,000 naira per liter, Nigerians have become so full of anxiety and depression. We see videos of people walking long distances every day because they can't even afford it. And a lot of people into transportation have decided to park their vehicles because it's not just adding up for them. So it's just a whole lot that we are coping in. And, so it's a sensitive moment. And I think our leaders should just choose their jokes wisely. It might be true that it was contextually misquoted, but the truth of the matter is people's livelihood are just slipping away right in their very eyes. So no such jokes should be told. The earlier we realize that some things are not the right things to do at some point, the better it is going to be for us. So I hope our legislators will stop the laughing thing, because it's not actually funny. It's not actually funny at all. There is hunger walking on the streets in Nigeria. From the north to the south to the east and the west, maybe the politicians and the highly successful industrialists or business people are the ones not feeling it, but majority of the people or Nigerians are feeling it, especially entrepreneurs as well. So what's your opinion on this? Please share in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Do remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel. To our new subscribers, thank you so much for joining. And to existing subscribers, thank you for always stopping by. We'll see you in the next video. Have a lovely day and bye for now.